I am in Farmington, New Mexico to attend the first annual Downtown Farmington Historical Walking Tour in early May of 2021. There are numerous actors located throughout the recently renovated downtown, portraying some early Farmington residents and business owners, along with some other characters from the pioneer days of the town in the early 20th century. Most of them are stationed outside of the real buildings that their characters built and worked in, which is a pretty cool concept. So here are some excerpts from the tour, then we'll take a look at a classic car show.
And a larger kitchen. The halls were lit with electricity and the floors were covered with Navajo rugs.
Augusta, who you also met. My family opened up the Allen Opera House in 1912 to show the black and white silent movies. My father had purchased the Edison projector in order to show these movies.
Park. Well, let me start in 1838, where I was born in New York City. By the time I turned 21, I had traveled clear across the country, settling for a while in Colorado, before heading to California.
I would look at a person's hands to see if they weren't afraid of hard work. And if they didn't have any collateral, well, then I would just tell them to go out and get a list of supporters.
And as was the custom of the time, if something unusual or curious happens, people would run down the street firing off their guns, trying to get people's attention. And that's the way it was that night, to get the fire brigade to come downtown to help put out the fire. But by then, the fire was so big, the brigade said, we're gonna have to blow this thing up.
This feller walks in off the street, walks within a foot of me and gets a drink of water, and then turns around. Now, he must have thought it was a ritual or something, those three gentlemen standing there with their hands in the air and the other one down on his knees, and he just stood there staring. I said, you get your butt over there with the rest of them. So when they got the safe open, we emptied it of its contents. There were mortgages, there were letters, there were deeds. Most importantly, there was $700 in cash and $700 in diamonds and jewelry. You know, it's kind of nice when you work hard and you finally get a payday. Well, we left those gentlemen standing there with their hands in the air. We backed out of the back of the store, ran across the street, got on our horses, and we lit out. Of course, they couldn't get a posse chasing us until the morning. They trailed us all the way up to La Plata Canyon, and they finally lost our tracks somewhere around Memphis. We have never been apprehended. Thank you all.
Right next to the Orchard Plaza Park, there are quite a few classic cars out for viewing. I always love seeing antique cars, and these are some good ones. This looks like a late 20s or early 30s Ford Model A, and notice that it has a rumble seat on the back side of the car. That would probably be a rough ride. There is a tiger perched on this car. The Farmington Historical Walk, put on by the local Kiwanis Club, was really good. They do this annually now, so if you live in the area, you should go to it. Now I'm stopping off at Dad's Diner in Farmington. This genuine 1950s dining car is fantastic. The stainless steel, neon trim, and hand-painted lettering on it is all awesome. Inside it is very retro. It looks to be right out of the 1950s. There is lots of memorabilia lining the walls, reminiscent of the 50s and 60s. The food here is also good. I got the fried chicken, which is apparently well known locally. So yeah, if you're in Farmington, definitely come by here. There is a cross on an antique tow truck on a pole. Don't see that every day. I have now arrived in Blanco, New Mexico at Wines of the San Juan, a winery in the middle of nowhere, but a very scenic location in the middle of nowhere. Look out at all those horses. It's majestic. Now, I will not be partaking in any wine, but I have come to check out the grounds. This is like a little oasis in the desert. And look, they have peacocks. Lots and lots of peacocks. I'm surprised by how many peacocks they have. Wow, look at that feather spread. These are such beautiful animals. Well, I hope you enjoyed these locations around Farmington, New Mexico. I have filmed other videos in this region at some of the major museums, along with some national parks and Pueblo and ruins. There's a lot of interesting stuff out there, so feel free to check out those videos. And I also have many more featuring other areas of the nation. Also, make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate it. Thanks for watching.